Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Zmore the Dad in DPS, and today's video is a little bit special. Essentially, I've not been doing my Atomic Shop stuff recently. However, I decided to mash it all into the one thing, because I did a bit of a spending spree recently, so we are going to review a couple of different things that are on the Atomic Shop right at this moment. Might not be by the time I release the video, but yeah. So, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. So, guys, don't forget we've got our social media links, which are down below in the video description, for Twitter, Facebook, and Discord. I would really appreciate if you joined the Discord server, the bigger community we can have. Leave me a comment, say hi, all that kind of thing, and yeah, we'll catch you with that. So the first item on the list in the Atomic Shopping spree this week is the Mr. Fuzzy's Tinker Workbench. Now this thing looks pretty awesome. It also looks incredibly stupid, which means I love it. So we'll be buying that today and see, hopefully, if it does anything cool. I already know it does. Now, next up, we're going to be buying this red cooking stove because, again, it looks amazing and really good for a camp that looks a bit more pristine, a bit more new. So we'll get to look at that as well. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I have been super enthused about the mine shelter. I've put off buying it, and now I think it's about time. And we'll review it today. And I think because I've bought the mine bundle, I kind of want to get the shelter catwalk bundle in order to use that with the mine, if I can. So yeah, we'll review that as well, and if it's compatible. So let's start off with the Mr. Fuzzy Workbench. Now, look at this thing. It just looks dumb. It looks dumb, and as I said, I love everything about it. It is just a big, old, weird-looking mascot head that you put in there. It's just a Tinker's Workbench. There's nothing really much else to say in regards to that, but cosmetically, it's one of the most complicated workbenches that is out there at all. The only comparative stuff you could get is the like Vault-Tec other workbenches or different cooking stations. When you open it up, it makes the little boing and cartoony noise, and overall just looks absolutely fantastic, and works pretty much as a workbench should. There's nothing really much more to say. And obviously it closes once you go out of it. It's just a fantastic item and looks awesome. So if you're into creating a cosmetically and aesthetically cool looking camp, definitely buy this. Now next up is the cooking stove with the red enamel. If you're looking to make a pristine and clean looking camp, this is one of your only, well, maybe not only, but one of your best options for making that. It looks fantastic. It's got that nice red paint job. The top of the grill is even nice and clean as well. And overall, it's pretty much the exact same model as the regular cooking stove. It's still got like the broken door, which I wish they'd actually fixed. But, you know, beggars can't be choosers. Overall, I think it's quite an effective item and really good if you're wanting to make some sort of kitchen in-game for your home. And as usual, it just works as a regular cooking stove. There's nothing really special about it other than how it looks. But definitely a cool item. Now next we have the Mineshaft vault room. As you can see, the outside of it is freaking cool as hell. You've got your kind of mining silo type thing here, the pulley or whatever you'd call this thing for winch for the elevator door that's here. For some reason you can enter there. That's a bit strange, but it is what it is. And overall, outside, this is going to look fantastic. It's just a big section and it looks really cool. So let's take a trip inside. So we're in the mine, and as you can see, this is the entrance slash exit. You've got your little console here for repairing and doing all your doodads, and you can already build in this area here, which is fantastic. Then you come along and you enter the main room. Get Oh no, I did have my light on. And you can see it's quite a big, expansive space. Very dark, no light here whatsoever, but the little shafts do have light in them, so you don't really need to add anything to here. And then you do have a little pool of water here that you can collect water from. However, since you can't use any of the water-based stuff in shelters, it's kinda... I don't like it. If you could put down your water wheel, if you could put down your purifiers, that would be great, but you can't, unfortunately. Then, as we cut along here, you do have a little kind of dead-end mine shaft here as well. The cool thing about this area is that this could be your vault's main entrance. Instead of having your big, like, regular vault entrance, you could have a door down here leading into the bigger parts of your shelter. So it does have that kind of cool aspect to it. And overall, the space is really nice. Because it's not it's not like the shelters where it's just a big square box. This does add to a more organic feel to it. You can create the space into the way you want it, and it's more likely that you'll be able to block off this area and put foundations in, and then build your way over to here and actually make a more organic area in terms of rooms and things like that. Or you can just basically make it some sort of cave base. There's so many different ways that you can edit this and fiddle around with it, and I'm sure there's a lot of camp builds out there already that make this area look fantastic. So, first off, we'll go into the catwalks of the catwalk bundle. Now, as you can see, they snap quite effectively to different parts. You can just make them go along like that. You get a bunch of different ones, different sizes, so that you can fit them into tighter spaces. And then obviously the curved ones so that you can continue your catwalk. Overall, I think they're quite effective and would be really good for getting more verticality without making a convoluted structure to build up, like walls and things like that. On top of that, you can also just, because this is a quick little thing that I've done, I've just basically attached these to the sides of it, so it makes it look like it is supported and that it's not just like floating in the air. So there is that as well. Overall, I think these are quite cool, and I will be trying to utilize them in some way here, maybe make like a house part at the very top of there, and see if I'm able to do that, which would be pretty cool, but we'll kind of get to that when it comes to it. Next up, we have the light signs for this pack. Obviously they've got different labels depending on where you want them to be. If you want that for power room, your house, well, your sleeping quarters, overseer bit, there's loads of different things that all add to the different vault shelter aspect. Pretty cool. Not exactly a groundbreaking thing, but a little interesting addition, and definitely worth having, especially if you want to create a more authentic vault. I don't think you can quite do that without stuff like this, if I'm honest. Next part of this pack is the vault tree. You've got the little cool potted plant with the Vaultec colours on there, and if you look carefully, it has the symbol for Vault Girl and Vault Boy on alternate sides, so that kind of adds something to it depending on how you want the camp to be displayed. Pretty cool little addition, and I definitely think they don't put Vault Girl on and off stuff, so the fact that she's got on there is actually quite cool. The tree itself is quite well done. You've got some nice little colours on there. It looks alive, for one, and it's not too large. So it is the kind of thing that can line doors or line kind of little areas. You can make a little garden kind of area inside the vault or wherever, realistically. And they're quite funky. I actually really like them. For some reason I had in my head that they were a light, but I think I'm confusing that with a different pack. But overall, yeah, nice little bit of greenery to add to your vault. There isn't quite as much of that kind of stuff. Now, last but not least is a variant of the vault bed. Now, I'm fairly certain this one here is the one that we got from the scoreboard at some point. The ones on the other side is this one, which is a little bit more plain, doesn't have the Vault logo on there, but overall still quite a nice bed. It's cleaner, I find, than this one, because this one's obviously got scratches and a bit more of a faded appearance to it, but this one is a lot cleaner looking in general. However, the bed sheets in this one and the cover on it look a lot more interesting, a lot more vibrant. These ones are a bit faded. Either way, I think this is the better bed in my opinion, but I'm fairly certain this is the one that you get with this bundle. If I'm wrong, correct me. Either way, you're getting to see both of them because I wasn't 100% sure. Overall, cool bed. If you've got that one though, this one's kind of crappy. So that's today's video, guys. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. If you'd like to support the channel, there is a link down below to join as a YouTube member, or there is a link for the coffee page that I've set up recently. Again, you can support me on there. Now, let's mention our YouTube members, which are Twice Weeks Buds, Golty, Wyatt Blackburn, Waller is me, Deofane Gaming, Colin G, Gary McKnight, Oface, Brian RMC, Peggy McKnight, Metal Doom, Matasbo, Dragon God Slayer X, Devilman Games, Marcus Carrasco, and Scott S. Big thanks to you guys. Your constant support has been absolutely fantastic, and I really appreciate it. And as I said, there's a join link down below if you guys would like to become a YouTube member. So yeah, bit of something different, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. But with that, we'll catch you all next time in the Wasteland.